three of the class that just did Sydney's Quantum EFT and Minding the Akash workshop, and you also did the Foundation EFT level, well, Foundation Day. And basically you hadn't really done EFT before, so it was a bit of a throw you in at the deep end sort of thing.
Yes.
Try and teach you as much as possible about EFT in one day, and then go on and do Quantum EFT. So what's your personal experience? If you want to start, Roxy.
Yeah, I found it really powerful. I was a bit worried about the 3 days because I felt like it may be too much for me, maybe too confronting, but yeah, just everything that needed to come out just came out, and I just felt so much better afterwards that I just realised that there was no reason to be worried about the process because just that release was just amazing.
Mm-hmm. And I remember you said beforehand you'd heard other people in other workshops and expressing lots of emotion and thinking, oh, that had never happened to me, I'd never let that happen. And then what happened?
Well, it wasn't that I would never let it happen. I just thought I couldn't. I was definitely not at a point where I could put myself in that position where it would happen. Like I wasn't ready to contain that within my body. But when it just came out, I just felt so different afterwards, and I couldn't believe that that's what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just really liberating.
Mm. And in a gentle way, the way that the waves of emotion just come up, but they get processed and then they go down.
Yeah.
So it's not as if you do get dropped into the trauma as such. Mm. You got some good learnings from your past lives, your past life regression and your minding the Akash.
Yeah, I couldn't believe how easy that was for me actually because I hadn't done a whole lot of work on that. That was just really amazing as well.
Mm-hmm. Great. Well, thanks for coming.
Thank you so much. Loved it.
And Amanda, what was your experience? So you hadn't had any EFT experience?
I had no EFT experience and no quantum orientation experience.
So what was that like for you?
I actually found it quite daunting beforehand, and in a build-up of quite anxious before I got here, which is quite amazing for me in a way. But as soon as I got here, I felt like a big shift. Like that it was okay, that I was okay to be nervous, and that the technique really does work.
So you were surprised with some of the stuff that came up as well?
Oh yes, yeah, definitely I was, and I felt safe enough to have it come out, which is, it's 39 years in the making. So and it's answered a lot of my life. Started my new journey. Yeah,
and I think that's what you said too, Roxanne, and well, all of you have said how amazingly the themes have woven in, and it explains a whole lot of the different patterns that you've had in this life that have come through other lifetimes as well as being re-triggered in this life.
And there was things that I definitely wanted to work on, and then there was things that just came out and I wasn't expecting them, but that just fit the puzzle, and I thought that was really cool.
So you get a bigger picture when you're working on a soul level, and it explains a whole lot of things, and even relationships with other souls. And what about you, Matthew? Is the only male in the representing the males out of the room?
The male of the species. I hadn't come across EFT before, except seeing it briefly on a current affair or one of those evening shows, and it's quite amazing. It's so multifaceted, it's so simple, and yet it's so complex. The more I kind of look into it, it's got components of psychology, like say psychoanalysis, but also that Sigmund Freud approach of regression and potential's there for anything you want, really. Healing in a child. There's like the biofeedback aspect. But it deals with, it can be applied to just such a gamut of issues, whether it's physical pain, emotional pain, beliefs, but also there is this kind of this metaphysical component as well, so it embraces spirituality, whereas I think say traditional medicine and so on kind of don't have the answers for this. Pretty much allows you free reign to be your own healer, and to help others heal as well. It's very empowering. So that when it comes to dealing with issues that you'd have real difficulties getting over, it just provides you with very simple techniques to help you get through it. If you can't describe what you're seeing, well then let's just address the feeling.
Exactly. And although it's a simple technique, there is a lot to mastering it, especially for severe traumas, but at least you've had the experience of experiencing what it feels like to go through a trauma and process it gently, and be able to practice even more for using it on friends, family, clients, if you choose to in the future and become a practitioner. But the best thing about quantum EFT, of course, is it brings in higher learning, higher self-guides and soul-level beliefs, and clear them all the way back to their origins and all the way out to the future.
Yeah, it's a beautiful combination, really.
So thank you for coming.
Thank you.